Hi, I'm Snez, personal trainer, healthy lifestyle coach, and your guide to feeling your best. This podcast is a segment from my weekly radio show, Wellbeing Wednesdays, broadcast live on 88.6 Plenty Valley FM. It's all about sharing real, practical tips to help you move more, eat better, and live healthier without the overwhelm. Let's dive in, shall we? Coming up next, going to be chatting about what you believe you need to do to get fit and healthy. And if you've ever felt like in order to get fit and healthy, you need to do all the things that we keep seeing all over social media, magazines, news, everywhere. There's Netflix shows. There's so many different things that we feel that we need to do. And that might look something like thinking that you need to train every day, follow a complicated meal plan, stretch every day, meditate, get your mobility in, get your 10,000 steps in, and somehow still sleep 8 hours, run your life and work and run family. And it can feel quite overwhelming. And the thing is that in this next segment, we're going to unpack just how much or how little you need to make a significant change in your life that can change everything. Well, let's take the load off the shoulders and get rid of some of that overwhelm, because today we're going to talk about just how 2 strength sessions a week can make a huge impact. Yes, that's it, just 2. We don't need to be at the gym 5 days a week. Now, look, the reality is that I'm talking about someone that has or is currently not exercising, has never really been an exerciser in the past. So the people that may be listening that are very active, have been active most of their lives or have just started being active, and they absolutely love it, and they're doing their gym 3-4 times a week, maybe a run, and they actively try and do something every week. Absolutely keep going with that. I'm definitely not saying that we need to go down to doing 2 sessions if you're doing all of that wonderful weekly activity. So what I am talking about instead is people that are not sure where to start, know the benefits that they could be getting. They feel that they have to make a difference through either the way that they're feeling or maybe a health risk or a new health medical condition that's arisen that can be remedied through an improvement in healthy lifestyle factors. This segment is for you. It's to dismiss the fact that you do not need to be doing so many sessions a week, just 2, and there's loads of research around this that are going to make a difference. Now, you're probably thinking 2, is that it? Surely that can't be enough. Surely we need, surely Snez meant twice a day, every day. No, that's it. It's 2 days a week. And it's something that I like to call the minimum effective dose. And it's not about pushing yourself to the limit and feeling overwhelmed and trying to engage in activity that is completely unsustainable, but it's just about doing just enough to see some results, and more importantly, to feel better and move better, as well as reduce future health risks and set yourself up in a healthier way for your longevity. So there's some pretty great research that shows that 2 strength-based sessions a week will definitely lead to an increase in muscle mass. It will lead to an improvement in bone density, especially important for women. It will improve balance. It will also improve your metabolism. It will affect memory. It'll sharpen memory and brain function. It will improve the immune system, and a whole stack of other improvements that we can get from simply doing 2 sessions a week. And now this isn't just theory, it's the World Health Organization's recommendations for all adults, not just older adults. And I've seen it in my studio, the amount of improvements that especially mums that are juggling way too many hats and are trying to work and do school drop-offs and activities, and dads as well, that are in quite a busy stage in their lives with young kids, and 2 is all they can fit in. And when they get started, they feel a little bit bad because they're like, well, you know, is there really any point? Like, if I can't get there 3 times a week? And I say there really is a point, and it's a stage in life. And doing the 2 a week, we are seeing I'm seeing all the time, huge benefits in strength, huge benefits in body composition. It absolutely works. And so we don't need a lot. Now, as I mentioned, if we have the luxury of time and forecast these busy people with many hats in 10 or 15, 20 years' time, when they're in their 70s and they've got more time on their hands, they may or may not have heard that it just gets busier. But if you do have more time on your hands, then we do have some members that are attending 3-4 times a week and absolutely loving it because they've got time on their hands. So what we're trying to avoid doing is waiting for the perfect time where you can get this perfect amount of exercise. Instead, just get started now because it will make a difference. So what should a basic week of activity look like if we're going to map that out? So the first thing you want to do is pick 2 days, and preferably non-consecutive days, because there is an elevated experience of all of our bodily systems that is quite beneficial to us within 48 hours after the exercise. So if we're only doing the 2, then we definitely want to spread that out so we can spread across more days that benefit and that elevated state that we are in after exercise. Now, with those 2 sessions, you want to be picking exercises that are going to work all aspects of your body. So pick anywhere between 8 to 10 exercises and try and pick one from each of the different body parts. Because if you are training once a week, then you want to make sure that you're stimulating as many different areas of muscle groups that you can in that session. So we definitely want to avoid, if you are doing only 2 per week, doing, for example, just chest, legs and core on the one day, and then filling in back and shoulders and buys and triceps the next day. So we want to avoid stimulating our muscles just once a week if we are doing only 2 sessions a week. So the more effective way to think about this is try to stimulate as many muscles as you can in your workout through exercise and through lifting heavier things, and try to repeat that twice so that we're stimulating those muscles twice a week rather than just once. So once we've picked our days, and then just giving yourself anywhere between 30 to 45 minutes, 50 minutes if you're going to include a thorough warm-up and cool down, and then just pick 8 exercises. You can Google this. You can ask ChatGPT this. You can ask me this. Drop me a line and I will post an answer to the group so everyone can benefit from the workout that you have requested for me to put together for you. So all you need to do is just pick some exercises depending on what you have access to in the way of where you are going to be exercising. So if you are doing home workouts, then you need to have a look at what do you have at home. If you're in the gym, then obviously you can pick a greater range of exercises because you'll have more equipment to play with. But a simple one could be squats, push-ups against the wall. It could be pelvic lifts or glute bridges. It could be step-ups. It could be a rowing action with a hand towel or with a band. We could do a shoulder press. We could do a back extension. We could do a plank. All of a sudden, I've just picked the really basic exercises and put them together. But complete 10 of each of those, and then all of a sudden you've got a full body session. Complete that twice through. So do 10 repetitions of each of those exercises twice through. Move at your own pace, rest in between when you need it. And all of a sudden, you've got yourself a full body workout that you can repeat twice a week that is going to give you some significant benefits, especially over time. So I say this all the time. Strength isn't just about muscles. It's about building confidence. It's about building mobility, independence, and feeling better, not only today, but setting that future up. And it doesn't take a lot of effort. You can give yourself a life with more energy and less pain and stiffness, and it's only 2 sessions a week that can give you some of those benefits. So if you've been thinking, I really should do something, but it just seems all too hard, let's unpack that, simplify it, and just plan how you're going to get your 2 sessions in, whether that's a session at a local gym or at a personal training studio or at a yoga class or a workout that you may be doing at home. And then your alternative could be a workout you're doing at home or wherever. So try and find two workouts that you can include in your week. Now, the thing is that you don't need to do two completely different exercises for your 2 sessions. You could quite comfortably, you're still going to get some good results, repeat that same workout twice and just do it twice a week. So we're simplifying it even more. The only thing with that is that after sort of around about that 6-week to 8-week mark, you definitely want to be shifting some of those exercises around. We don't want to be sticking to the same lot of exercises for too much of a length of time, because the body will adapt to it and it will get to a point where it will not continue to improve, and we don't want to be there. We want to continuously challenge our bodies in different ways. So if you are listening to this and you feel that exercise is something that you do want to get started with, simplify it. Aim for just 2 sessions a week. That's all. Not 6, not 10,000 steps a day, just 2. Now, just to dial back a little bit on that and just address that, the 10,000 steps a day. 10,000 steps a day is really important for heart health, for general benefits, increasing our incidental activity as well. But we're talking about strength today. And I put that in just to remind you that if we are wanting to get stronger, that doesn't mean do more steps. It means lifting and lowering heavy things. And twice a week. That's all you need to do. Twice a week, between 30 and 40 minutes, 8 to 10 exercises, 10 repetitions, repeat it twice, and you are well on your way of getting started. Thanks for joining me on this segment from Wellbeing Wednesdays, as heard live on 88.6 Plenty Valley FM. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with someone who might find it helpful and subscribe so you never miss a show. Want to catch the live broadcast? Well, you can tune in Wednesdays from 12 till 2 p.m. on 88.6 Plenty Valley FM, or find my info on Wellbeing Wednesdays with Snez, the Facebook group. Take care, stay healthy, and remember, it's the little choices every day that create big changes. Talk soon.